Hello everyone, this is Group 5 and our social media audit will be surrounding the fast food industry. So a little bit more about fast food industry before we go into it. The fast food industry has started in 1950s and continued to grow since then. As the age of technology has evolved, all these fast food chains are moving some of their advertisings onto social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as for this, majority of their target population are the millennials, which is the ages from 22 to 37. We will be going over how Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's utilize these social media platforms for the engagement and the promotion of their products. A little bit background on Burger King is that it was founded in 1953 in Jacksonville, Florida. And almost worldwide, they have about 17,000 stores, and they're most known for their Whopper. Their plan is to innovate, and their goal is to not have a diverse menu, but have things that people love instead.
Burger King's Twitter, which was found to be the most interactive with followers and other users compared to the other social media platforms, targets a young millennial audience by creating a lot of funny and relatable content. They continue to roast anyone who associates with their competition, such as McDonald's. Even Kanye West tweeted, "McDonald's is my favorite restaurant." And they fired back by saying, "I still closed, I guess," taunting the rapper in his favorite restaurant. And continue roast by saying things like, "Morning, everyone. If you happen to be going to McDonald's today, drive safe." Their Twitter page has the most interaction with all their followers. They make fun of their followers. They help their followers with any questions they may have. They only promoted their food 5 times during the time of monitoring, and they focus more on getting followers and customers through the way they handle themselves on Twitter. As far as their Instagram page goes, it is very similar to Twitter as far as their target. They are targeting millennials, but not by roasting them or interacting with them. Most of their posts throughout the monitoring stage we found were new deals that they were offering. They were more often than not posts about cheaper food. For example, 10 nuggets for $1, 3 pancakes for 89 cents, a meal that includes a sandwich, side, dessert, and drink for only $6, and etc. By posting these deals, they are trying to attract millennials with financial hardships. And for their Facebook page, it is the least active of their social media. They have almost no interaction with their followers and users. They don't respond to them, they don't like their comments, nor do they follow up with the questions that they are asked. Similar to their Twitter and Instagram page, their captions in their posts contain modern lingo. They post more about their food than anything, and most of their posts and content are new releases that you see on the television. You also find most of their content being videos rather than photos. They do this because people go on Facebook video marathons and companies purchase ads in between videos, and video ads are more entertaining than photo ads, thus raising the chances of someone being interested in the ad and going to Burger King.
Burger King has a strong social media presence. When we did our SWOT analysis, we found Burger King has the ability to capitalize on its core competency. By fixing a few things in their operations and taking advantage of their strengths, Burger King will have a successful social media campaign.
McDonald's was founded in 1940 by Dick and Mac McDonald when they opened up their first barbecue restaurant in San Bernardino, California. The restaurant didn't become popular until 1948 when they began construction to become the first drive-in restaurant in the world. They sold 9 signature items, including hamburgers, cheeseburgers, soft drinks, coffee, etc. Many of these signature items can still be found in restaurants today. Starting with one restaurant in San Bernardino, McDonald's is now the largest burger chain in the world, with over 32,000 restaurants globally in 117 countries. McDonald's recently hired a new CEO in 2015, Steve Easterbrook, and he plans on keeping McDonald's relevant by making locations seem more modern, by implementing touchscreen kiosks and mobile delivery. Through our social media audit, we found that each social media platform received a relatively the same amount of video views per post. What was astonishing to notice was that of all the social media platforms that McDonald's utilized, Instagram had far more engagement with McDonald's customers than Facebook and Twitter. McDonald's posts on Instagram received thousands of more likes compared to Facebook and Twitter. Through these statistics, we can see that McDonald's clearly has a greater advantage on Instagram rather than Facebook and Twitter. Now, going more in depth about McDonald's Instagram page, one thing that was very apparent was just how many angry vegans there were asking McDonald's to stop selling products with meat. There were also many comments about how McDonald's is failing to provide healthy options at their restaurant. There was an incident that happened in Minnesota where a manager allegedly made racist comments to customers of that store, and the video was shared all over social media. When this occurred, McDonald's received hundreds of comments asking for that manager to be fired. From this, we can see that many Instagram users look towards the comments section of McDonald's posts to try to spark some social change. Looking at Instagram's engagement results, we notice that there's a huge spike in engagement on November 18th. On this day, McDonald's posted about the Latin Grammy Awards, featuring several celebrities on their Instagram page, congratulating the artists for their achievements. Ironically, the post with the most engagement has nothing to do with McDonald's or their food. Now looking towards McDonald's Facebook page, we notice that it featured almost exactly the same post as Instagram. The only difference is that there was much less audience engagement on Facebook. Each post on Facebook received only 300 to 500 likes, as opposed to thousands on Instagram. One huge difference was that McDonald's replies to almost all their comments on Facebook. Whenever a customer had a complaint about their experience or wanted to see new menu items, McDonald's always replied and gave them links to help them out with their problems. Looking at the engagement results, we see that there's a huge spike in engagement on December 5th, and that is due to McDonald's releasing their new mushroom and Swiss burger. On Facebook, the posts that have the most engagement are the ones featuring new menu items. Looking at McDonald's Twitter page, we notice that the posts are also exactly the same as Instagram. Twitter actually received the most views per post than other platforms, but it actually received the least amount of engagement. The post with the most engagement, as you can see, is also on December 5th, and that to showcase the new Swiss mushroom burger. Looking at McDonald's SWOT analysis, we see that its greatest strength is its efficient supply chain and number of franchise stores. McDonald's is a huge global player in the fast food industry and will not be stopped anytime soon. Its greatest weakness is its menu item. McDonald's is constantly changing menu items, removing and adding items on the menu that people don't even like. Some opportunities that McDonald's could take advantage of are mobile applications and delivery systems such as Uber and Postmates. The biggest threat McDonald's has is the growing trend towards more healthier food options such as vegan and vegetarian options. McDonald's is one of the last burger chains to not offer vegan or vegetarian burger patties and will be left behind as consumers look towards a healthier food alternatives.
We will now be talking about Wendy's. A little bit more about Wendy's is that it's an American international fast food restaurant chain, and it was founded in 1969 by Dave Thomas in Columbus, Ohio. Like McDonald's, in 2016 it became one of the world's third largest burger fast food chain, and there are over 6,300 locations. Although Wendy's is an international fast food chain, 77% of its locations are in North America. Wendy's is known for its frosty shakes or its square burgers, but unlike Burger King and McDonald's, Wendy's doesn't have a signature burger like the Whopper or the Big Mac. And ever since their opening in 1969, the goals for Wendy's has been always food quality and great customer service, but as of 2016, their focus is to remodel existing stores and upgrading appeal, and this includes social media. And with social media in mind, their target market are the millennials, which is the ages from 22 to 37. Starting off with Facebook, Wendy's Facebook isn't the most active social media platform they have. First of all, they only posted once within those 4-week periods of monitoring. And as you see in the pictures above, that one post didn't have the best feedback. Majority of them were actually negative. One of the posts compared Wendy's to McDonald's as how Wendy's doesn't do the military discount. And as you can see, the sarcastic comment has gained only a few likes. And as for the second person, the person was complaining about how they didn't have the best experience with Wendy's. As you will see later, since Facebook only has one post and it's not the Wendy's top priority, they do not bother responding to comments and therefore garnering negative feedback on Facebook mainly. Moving on, we'll be talking about Wendy's Instagram. As you can see on this graph right here, Wendy's Instagram follower count has slowly been growing over the past couple of weeks. As you can see right here, unlike on their Facebook account, Wendy has constantly been updating their Instagram feed with different type of photos and videos. Their numbers aren't exactly impressive like McDonald's or Burger King's, but they managed to retain their loyal customers. To add on to that, one of the posts that received the most positive feedback was this post right here. You see a telephone saying 4 for $4. Unlike the other photos and videos posted on their Instagram, the post that you see right here advertises the Wendy's 4 for 4 deal. The reason that this one had more positive feedback is that this didn't require the customer to take an online survey or anything to receive the deal, but it was just there from Wendy's. The reason why the other posts garnered so many negative feedback was that it required customers to go out of their way and take a survey in order just to receive something free, which wasn't worth that much money.
I will now be talking about Wendy's Twitter page. Wendy's followers have increased from 2,855,000 to 8,880,000 followers from November 14th to December 4th. Now these numbers just continue to rise, and according to 2017, Wendy's was one of the most successful at tweeting back customers with amazing, relevant comebacks. What does this mean? Well, if you look on the next slide, Wendy's does something better than a lot of other companies do. They are clever, witty, up-to-date, funny, relevant, and trendy. The example on the next slide shows Wendy's tweet to McDonald's, Black Friday, need, copy, and link. And they quickly respond, when the tweets are broken as the ice cream machine. This is really funny and relevant because McDonald's have a rumor that their ice cream machines are always broken. Now, for Wendy's SWOT analysis, there are 4 things: the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The strengths come with clever comebacks and relevant comments. This is what really attracts customers to follow Wendy's. I think having something very spunky and witty makes people want to follow them to continue to get this type of feedback. So if they continue to have comments like these and replies to their angry customers and make something funny out of it, they will be successful on their social media. Their weakness is consistency. Now, when we talk prior to Facebook, users' activity has been lowered because of what happened earlier this year with the privacy settings and the elections. Now, people are not going to want to see their family or post about it on Facebook due to privacy concerns, let alone go onto social media to look at a Wendy's page. But if they do want to increase Facebook activity, they should really be consistent, because a couple this week, looking at their posts, they have not been consistent. It's only been a bunch of comments of angry customers. The opportunities is the millennials' attention. The demographic is definitely people in the early 20s all the way to early 30s. So the fact that they have tweets responding to people with pictures of The Office, a TV show that all the millennials watch, it really gives them an opportunity to connect with these demographics, because these are the people who are eating fast food. Old people don't eat fast food. People try not to give it to younger kids either. But the millennials who are in college or barely starting their careers, those are the people that we want to target, because those are the people who are eating the fast food and on social media. And finally, the threats. The threats are that there are other competitors that are smart, witty, and relevant to social media right now. Those are McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, and White Castle. So the only thing Wendy's would have to do is to continue to be relevant and funny and respond to their customers and have something to say on social media.